The next topic what we will be talking about in the unit partial differentiation is Jacobians. What actually the Jacobians are? Jacobians are nothing but the values obtained from the determinant, and how we write down that determinant or how we have to generate that determinant. Here the definition goes: if u and v are differentiable functions of two independent variables x and y, then the determinant del u by del x, del u by del y, del v by del x, del v by del y is called the Jacobian of u and v with respect to x and y, which is denoted by del of uv upon del of xy, or it is written as Jacobian of uv upon xy. How to write? Dependent variables are u and v, independent variables are x and y. So write a complete row in a dependent variable with respect to all independent variables. Write a complete row with other dependent variable with respect to all other independent variables. And in that sense, I can say that, see, if you interchange the row or column of the determinant, still the value of determinant remains the same. This process or technique of writing down, I am just telling you for our convenience so that it won't create any confusion. If you write del u by del x and second element as del v by del x, still it is going to be correct, right? Because in the determinant, value does not affect if you interchange row or column, because transpose of the determinant again gives you the same value. But as we should know the pattern of writing down, a fixed pattern of writing down the values in the determinant, which we call it as Jacobian, I am purposely telling you. So u and v are the differentiable functions of two independent variables x and y. Then the determinant del u by del x, del u by del y, the determinant del v by del x, del v by del y is called Jacobian of u and v with respect to xy, which is denoted by del of uv upon del of xy, which is Jacobian of uv upon Jacobian of xy. Similarly, if there are three independent variables, so we have u, v and w are functions of three independent variables x, y, z. u, v, w are dependent variable, x, y, z are independent variables. Then the Jacobian of UVW with respect to XYZ is del of UVW upon del of XYZ, to be written a complete row with all derivatives of with independent variables, right? A second row is complete row in V, del V by del X, del V by del Y, del V by del Z. So यहाँ मैंने for your understanding we have written a row in U, row in V, derivatives with all independent variables, right? So this is how we have to write down the Jacobian. How to read this? Jacobian of UVW with respect to XYZ. Similarly, we can define Jacobian of four or more variables. Jacobians are known as functional determinants. Jacobians are known as functional determinants. Completed up to this. So another name for Jacobian is a functional determinant. Jacobians actually are the determinant, the value of the determinant containing the derivatives of certain variables with respect to independent variables. Clear? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now properties of Jacobians. Completed up to this, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If all have completed, finished writing this, we can move on to the properties of Jacobians. Main important properties on which the questions can be in the objective type. Directly we use the statement J into J dash is equal to 1 is one of the property. The Jacobian and its transpose, if you take the product, its product will give you 1. Then the other property, not transpose, but it is defined as the reverse way. So accordingly, I can say that J into J dash is 1. So J is equal to 1 upon J dash. If I am defining a Jacobian of UV with respect to XY, and other J dash is defined as Jacobian of XY with respect to UV, then their product will be 1. One chain rule is also there for the Jacobian. And lastly, the property for functionally related or functionally related. So these are the three important properties which we require for the Jacobian. If you understand them well, problem solving will be very simple and easy. Noted up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Properties of Jacobian. If J is equal to, I hope it is visible. If J is equal to del of UV upon del of XY and J dash is del of XY upon del of UV, then J into J dash is equal to 1. If J is del of UV upon del of XY and J dash is del of XY upon del of UV, then J into J dash is equal to 1. See, when you take the product, hypothetically, this and this can be cancelled, this and this can be cancelled. So what is the expected answer? 1. The other Jacobian, whatever is defined, is reciprocal, right? It is calculated in the reverse way. Here I am calculating how this Jacobian will be del of UV upon del of XY. This Jacobian will be del U by del X, del U by del Y, del V by del X, del V by del Y. This Jacobian will be del X by del U, del X by del V, right? This Jacobian second row will be del Y by del U and del Y by del V. Clear? This is the Jacobian. And if you take the product of the two, its product is going to be 1. ये बात समझ में आई?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we won't be going into detail of the proof. Just you remember that when you take the product of these two, it is going to give you answer as 1. Right? Is this fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. ये step लिख लो. This last one. This product you write down and take it as 1. Clear? Written up
Yes,
to
sir.
this? Yeah. So this is your first property. J into J dash is equal to 1. That determinant कैसे होता है? That value comes out to be 1, 0, 0, 1 and value of that determinant is 1. After simplifying and taking the product, यहाँ पर ये जो steps दिखेंगे ना, those are all calculated as the product. So we won't be going into the detail. We will be just requiring the result. So if J is defined as del of UV upon del of XY, J dash is defined as del of xy upon del of uv, then j into j dash is equal to 1. This is the property. The proof can be obtained by taking the product of these two and getting the determinant as 1001. And what is the deduction from that? J into j dash is equal to 1. So j is equal to 1 upon j dash, or j dash is equal to 1 by j. This is important to note. Clear? J into j dash is equal to 1. So this implies j is equal to 1 upon j dash, or j dash is equal to 1 upon j. Is this point okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second property is chain rule of Jacobian. Chain rule for Jacobian. What is that chain rule? If u, v are functions of Rs are different functions of xy, then del uv upon del xy is this. This is the chain rule for Jacobian. This is the chain rule for Jacobian. If uv are functions of Rs and Rs are different functions of xy, then del of uv upon del of xy is del of uv upon del of Rs into del of Rs upon del of xy. Clear? Got the chain rule? For your understanding, you can draw this. How the chain is. U and V are associated with R and S. R and S are associated with X and Y. But relation किस में होना है? UV with XY. Got this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is U and V are functions of RS. RS are different functions of XY. Then this is the chain rule for Jacobian. We won't go into the detail of the proof right now. Only we are concerned or bothered with the statement. You should understand it. That's it. Because derivation is not much required now. Over, note it down. ये चेन ड्रॉ कर लिया क्या? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The third property is functional relationship. Third property is functional relationship. What does it says? If u, v, w are not independent, means they are dependent functions of variables x, y, z, the determinant is 0. Third property is functional relationship. Third property is functional relationship. If UVW are not independent, means they are dependent functions of independent variables x, y, z, then del of UVW upon del of x, y, z is 0. So if they are functionally related, means this derivative, this Jacobian should come out to be 0. What is the meaning of this property? If UVW are functionally related, then this Jacobian should come out as 0. or if you are calculating any of the Jacobian UVW with respect to XYZ, if it comes out to be 0, we say that they are functionally related to each other. क्या बोलेंगे? They are functionally related to each other. फंक्शनल रिलेशनशिप पे बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. एग्जाम्पल्स आई विल डिस्कस इट, राइट? Finished up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So one example for the Jacobian, how it works or how it is to be calculated. If x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, then show that del of xy upon del of r theta is equal to r. If x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, then show that del of xy upon del of r theta is r. Now, let del of xy upon del of r theta. How this Jacobian will be calculated? What I told you, whichever value we have to differentiate with respect to, take that dependent variable in one row. What are the dependent variable here?
X
X
and
and
Y.
Y.
And independent variables are
R and theta.
R and
r
theta.
and theta. So what will be the derivative to be taken as?
Del X upon del R and del
Del
X
x
upon
by
del
del
theta.
r, del x by del theta will be first row in the dependent variable x with both the independent variable r and theta. Del y by del r, del y by del theta. So I am interested in obtaining the values of this determinant. Jacobian is ultimately what? Determinant. So take x is equal to r cos theta. When you differentiate with respect to r, theta will be kept as constant, right? So derivative of r with respect to r is 1, cos theta is constant. Del x by del theta, r constant, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Y is r sin theta. Calculate the value and that will give you the result. It is just the simple calculation of the determinant. Clear? So accordingly, whatever values are asked, we can easily find out the Jacobian through determinant calculation. Or if required or necessary, we can apply the property, right? So del x by del r is cos theta, del x by del theta is minus r sin theta, del y by del r is sin theta, del y by del theta is r cos theta. I put the values in equation 1. The determinant is r cos square theta plus r sin square theta. R common, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So r into 1 is 1. We get the answer.